Okay folks, here we go with another Virtual Pool 4 online 9-ball ladder match. This one's between Albuquerque Bill and Albinario. Albinario is our multiple virtual world champion, having won snooker. That's certainly won it. I think he's won it twice, and a few other events. So hopefully him and Bill are going to show us how to play this game of 9-ball. Notice there from his profile pic, he needs to get his hair looked at. Still got a pineapple growing at the back of his head. Play safe. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think he could resist that. Played it perfectly. Now I think he'll just tuck this 3-ball over by the 9 and run down into the long grass. Yeah, he's hooked on it. I think he can just see an edge, but he's probably going to jump. Yep. That's a good shot. Room to get that in there off the jaw. Looks a fairly straightforward combo onto the 5. To Albinario, and he's got the break in the second rack. Comes up dry. Now this is where, when you're playing players like Albinario, if he gets a dry break and you're on the 1-ball, then you've got to run out. Simple as that. You've got to break back here. Bill lost the first rack against the break, so he's got to run out. There's no reason why he shouldn't. The balls are all in the open, it's just about controlling the cue ball. Might want a bit of left English on this to avoid the 5. Yeah, he couldn't avoid it, and he's run out of position. So now it's either going to be a bank on the 4, and it's not an easy bank, but then again he's got to think about getting on the 5 ball. And you see what I mean about taking your chances, just that awkward problem avoiding the 5 ball there, and a little too much pace in the cue ball, and he was out of position in the 4, so he's now... This is the difference when you do play these guys, the guys that are very good at the game. You've got to take your chances, and then in an instance like this, that's lucky. Albinario misses the 4 ball, but he's tied it up safe behind the 7. You're only going to get maybe a couple of chances if you're lucky in a rack, and when you do, you really have to capitalise on them. That's the only way you're going to be competitive. To 7 racks and alternate breaks, there really isn't any reason why you can't be competitive. It's all about holding your break and taking whatever chances you get and running out. Albinario should be tucked up behind the 7 ball here. It might not be quite as easy as it looks, because I don't think there's an awful lot of room to get that 4 past at 7. Yeah, played it well. A perfect example there as well, where you use your knowledge. Just a simple choice Albinario had there. He could have either went for the 4, which was a difficult shot to hit, or he could take the risk and tie the 5 and 6 up and give him ball in hand, and that really then puts the pressure on Bill to try and run out. So he tried to split the 5 and 6 there, didn't get it, but he's probably got a combo along the rail. The question is he going to go for it, or does he just need to play it thin and keep it safe? That would have been, I think in all honesty, he tried to pot that 6. He might say different. Maybe he did try to keep it safe, but he didn't hit it thin enough to get the cue ball right up here by the 9 and keep the 5 ball tight on that top rail. It's 2-0 to Albinario. Bill's back with the break. The pressure's really on now to make the most of this. Oh dear. Disaster. Two balls tied up. Not really much choice for Albinario. 9 ball sitting over the pocket. No option but the combo in the 9. And as quick as a blink of an eye, it's 3-0. Try and bank this down past the 5. Bank it up past the other balls into the pocket where the 2 ball is. No, he's using a common sense approach, keeping it tight. And this is what a lot of guys who play virtual pool, they don't get to that. I mean, it's not an awful lot to ask to get to that other level where you actually think about the tactical side of the game. A lot of guys just think if they see a ball they have to go for it. Albinario took the option to play it safe, but he left the bank on for Bill. Bill's got no shot in the 2 ball other than the jump, and just got to ride his luck here and hope he keeps it safe, which he has done. Got a bit fortunate, but you need those runs. Well, in actual fact, he ended up overcutting that. I didn't even think he could see enough of that to pot it, and clearly he could. And that had to be an up and down. You had to play that with enough pace to get the cue ball down this end where we are and back up the other end to where the 3 ball is, and he didn't hit it hard enough. And that's going to be ball in hand. Oh no! How fortunate is that? The English actually checked the ball on the jaw, and it's got Bill completely hooked. Albinario, sorry. I don't even think he's got an angle there. Can he just get between that 6 and 9 and make the angle for the 3? I think he can. I think he can, even if he plays it with a bit of English, just to check it up. Or maybe it's just a natural angle. Yep. So of course the problem balls here are going to be the 5 and the 7. Now this 3, Bill could take the risk and try and split them at the moment and hopefully lie in the 4, and that's unlucky. Now he could bank this 4 off the end rail here and try and create something with the 5. Well, I don't quite know what he tried there, but I think that's what they say in the terminology they use in the States as the sellout. So Albinario wins another rack, and I think we're needing a change of fortunes here for Bill. No luck, gets the ball on the break. No shot in the 1 ball. And you can just see enough of that to cut it in. I don't think the angle's there to do this. No. So again, Bill has ball in hand, every ball in the open, every ball with a pocket. I don't know what the angle's like here, but he just needs to drop this 3 in. And again, he's just rolled through too far. This makes this shot much more difficult to get, not only the 5 ball, but to get down here onto the 6. So again, he just had to concentrate on getting that 5. And he's got no real great shot in the 6. He can cut it in along this rail here, but it is tough. And how is he going to get in the 7? He takes the bank. Pulled that one out the hat. Nice one on the 7. Now then, just got to concentrate. He doesn't even need to worry where the cue ball's going. He just needs to roll this 8 ball in. The 9's sitting there. He doesn't worry at all about position. So, it looks like Bill's going to break his duck. Oh, that was close. Get into the pocket. But the break goes back to Albinario. And he's still breaking from the right diamond. He gets a ball on the break. Got to avoid the 6 ball here. He's digging down to draw it off the 2. Maybe not. I think he's had second thoughts. He knew he was going to hit the 6, but he used the 6 just to kill the pace on that cue ball. And just probably going to just play a stop shot on this cue ball, run the 4 into the corner, leave the cue ball more or less where it was. Just drop this 5 in. He'll have a bit of an angle on the 6, but he'll should be easy enough to pot this after he gets the 5. Cue ball's naturally going to go down. You maybe want to make sure it goes the right hand side of the 9 ball as we look at it. I don't know, or maybe he's just going to run it up and down. Oh, he's kept it straight. Left it awkward. It's a nasty cut back into the corner, into the middle. Perfect pace. goes to Albinario in this race to 7. 5 racks to 1. And dry break for Bill, and what do you know it? He's left Albie right on that 1 ball. The 2 ball goes past the 4, but he's got absolutely no angle on the 1 ball. Yeah, he tried to cheat the pocket there to create the angle to get the cue ball out, which he did. He did perfectly. But on these tables, you cannot cheat the pocket like that and get away with it. And how's Bill's luck? And the answer to that is none. He's just ran an inch and a half too far. So again, the emergency get out is the jump cue. No control over the cue ball. Just having to ride his luck again to get on the 3. He's got a shot on it, but he's having to pull really tough shots just to keep himself in this game. There's plenty of cover there if he wants to try and hide the cue ball. And in this instance, the odds are very highly in favour of Albinario running out here, even though the 6 ball is awkward. Let's see how he does for position. He's got the angle just to drop it into the middle. Just overhit that a tiny tad, but the cue ball's just going to run out nice for this 8 ball. You can't give these guys a chance. You've got to keep it really tight, and you've got to really take every single opportunity you get to put racks away, because believe me, they don't mess about. We've got a 1 ball past the 9 here, I think. Yeah. All balls in the open. This looks like the final nail in the coffin. You can use all the cliches in the book. The fat lady singing. Now, depending on his angle on this 4, he might want to run through and come back out with the cue ball. Yeah. That's the right way to play it. It's a nice angle on the 5, drop it in. He could just draw off the rail, yeah. Keep everything simple. The less you move the cue ball, the less likely you are going to run into problems. So, Albinario sinks a 9 ball for a 7-1 victory over Albuquerque Bill. We'll see you all again next time.